railway spotters.
We are railway spotters.
We all recognise you, don't we?
I know, we're very predictable.
I thought we looked totally different. We're trying to not look like one.
I know, I've put a cap on backwards so I look slightly more hip.
My dad was a railway enthusiast, yes.
Need to stop meeting like this, and then by the 5th time it's just awkward, isn't it? Hello everybody, me and Phil are in Whitby in North Yorkshire. We're at the site of Whitby West Cliff station, which opened in 1883 and it closed in 1961. We're going to take a stomp up to Sandsend Tunnel, and then we're going to go beyond that to Staithes, but we're going to do that in another video. There are some remains, let's have a look. So now we're between the two platforms, what was the two platforms, and you can see, oh I love it. This would have had the canopy, look. They've done a great job, haven't they? Yep. Even turned it into a garage that side. So at the moment I'm stood in the track, aren't I? Yep. I'm getting told off for being on the line at this point. Okay. It's quite a big station then.
For what it did, yeah.
What was located here?
Well, yeah, on the right hand side of the station, looking north of the coal drops. So you quite often see pictures of the trucks on a raised section where they used to, drop the coal into the sort of bunkers below.
Got you.
And there was a goods yard over that side, and then it just went back into two lines, and off it went north towards Sandsend.
So there's the station there. So you've got modern buildings, and obviously you can see that station building. We're coming away now to what I think looks like one of the most beautiful railways around in terms of scenery. Like it hugs the cliff. It just looks incredible. But unfortunately, it was I think one of the least profitable, or even the least profitable railway in the UK, which is saying something. So here you go. Not far away from the station, we've already got a bridge with goodness knows what on the top, because that's not a road. Let's have a look. Can you get underneath it? Hang on, we're in someone's garden now. I'll knock that on the head then. We'll walk round. So we've come back onto the road now. If you can hear that music, that's Whitby Town Football Club. It is Whitby Town, isn't it? Yeah, the football ground is right there.
I can't remember what division you're playing now.
It's non-league though, isn't it?
The northeastern counties maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Below the conference level or conference north, I'm not sure.
Decent enough level though.
It's a good ground. It's had some investment over the years. It's got a nice stand.
So we have to then go round to get to the other side of that tunnel, up that bridge. So obviously it was in someone's garden, traipsing around in there. Here we go. We've come out the... and there we go. There's the bridge. So we're back on the track bed now. Whitby that way. Sandsend that way, through the goal. Bosh. This was pretty popular in Victorian times and even after that. But the tunnel we're about to explore, further down, Sandsend Tunnel, it had loads and loads of issues with subsidence and collapsing and X, Y and Z. So I'm thinking maybe it did make money, it just cost a hell of a lot of money to keep it going.
Not to mention the 4 viaducts between here and Sandsend, the metal trestle viaduct.
See, this is the thing. So we looked at Loftus Viaduct in a previous video. Now that was built out of bricks because of the proximity to the coast in terms of erosion. But you're saying on this line there was a load of...
4 all metal trestle bridges. So I don't know why the decision was made to make these metal when this were closer to the sea than Loftus.
Yeah, makes no sense because it's literally on the sea, isn't it? So we're about to come under another bridge, but if you look at the stonework, as you said, Phil, this was a late addition. You can tell because it's different stonework. So when you say late addition, was this road built after the railway had gone?
No, the railway was in, but the road wasn't here, it was to the right. It ran down to the right hand side, so there's no need for a bridge here. But then when they wanted to improve the road from here to Sandsend, they put a new road in and they bridged the line, hence this is a more modern bridge.
Oh god, that's a dead bird. Right, so we're going underneath the... and there's a cat looking really happy about it.
Where is that cat? I can't see one. Oh, I meant real one.
Guilty by the look of it. Yeah, that was a dead bird, that was quite sad. So there's the road going over the top. And there will be a reveal at the end of this. I'll jog. I've still got something in my legs. Look, there's a van. I promised you something amazing. I'm only kidding. Here we go. Look at that. I'm holding you up in the air so you can see. Can you see the sea? Where we're heading is basically where it comes out there at the end. That's where the tunnel is, and that's where we're going to end this walk.
So this was another bridge here. It's gone now.
Oh, you can see the little, yeah,
Slight. Yeah.
the slight bump. So the railway, obviously, you know, under, this is all filled in, comes under a bridge, and then bosh to the sea.
There you go.
So where that lad is with the white top, who's just teed off, he's hitting the ball basically towards the remains of that first viaduct on this line.
Upgang it's called. Upgang Viaduct.
Upgang.
Yeah.
Upgang. Nearly fell over. I deserve that for mocking at northerners.
Yeah, yeah, you
Upgang. Here we go. Having grown up on the Isle of Wight, you can't come this close to the sea and not get a good look at it. Look at that. So that's Whitby back there. You just might be able to make out Whitby Abbey just up there. Looks kind of derelict. And that's Sandsend, where those red roofs are.
Yeah.
But we're going to try and get onto the golf course, basically, onto the old track bed, because at the minute we're sort of skirting around it. Okay, so we're on the golf course now. There's the geezer up there, looking sharp in his red top. He's just waiting to tee off, but where the tee is up there, that's the start of Upgang Viaduct. And it's spanned across there, and you can just make out up there the other side of it. Let me have a look here and just see how crazy this was then, Phil. How deep this is. What did you call this earlier, a beck?
Yeah, I think, well, little brooks or streams down here, they call them becks, don't they? There used to be a beck down here, but it's been piped, look, and it comes out down there.
Ah, yeah, I see, yeah, I see. It would have been a great viaduct, I'm sure. It looks amazing. This is a single track line, this one, Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can walk across that bridge there. Oh yeah, there's another little stanchion there.
Yeah, is it, or is it just a train thing? Oh yeah, it looks like two.
Yeah, it looks like they
the legs.
just cut them clean off.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at that.
That's right.
Either that was a giant piece of Lego. Look at that. Single track. Bang. But you can imagine going across here, Phil, on a train, just glancing out the window like that.
Oh, you were treated to four of them, so.
Glass of wine on the go. Mate. That's when rail travel was romantic. Now they'd all be on strike.
Yeah.
So we're coming down because we can't get across that because I can't fly. And I thought this bridge that we're walking on would be sort of put in, you know, by the golf course, but you're saying this shows up in photos going way back.
Pictures. Yeah. They had scaffolding on it for ages. They just, they've never, I don't know what they're trying to do here. They're either shoring it up or repairing it, but this scaffolding's been here ages, for years.
I think I'm determined to roll an ankle today, Phil. That's about the 4th time I've done it. There, this is, yeah. Just imagine.
The scale now to your right, where the Upgang Viaduct came over, look, as you can see, it was a high structure, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Much higher than you think. It's almost at a level with Larpool from the other video. It's very high.
So there, we're now on the other side. So you can see it. Where it's basically where the grass is yellow, isn't it? That's your track bed.
Yeah,
Bosh. Back to West Cliff Station. Beautiful view of the sea. Look at that. We've lucked out with the weather, Phil, today, mate.
Yeah.
And so we'll carry on over the golf course to Sandsend. So we're still on the golf course. We're sort of hugging, well, we're literally hugging the cliff, as the railway did, which must have been absolutely amazing looking out the window. That's another thing I was thinking, like, it wasn't a profitable railway, but I bet it would be now, mate. Can you imagine? Because it carried on up to Middlesbrough. So Middlesbrough's a big place with a big catchment area. And then you go down, you get into Scarborough. And obviously that's a big enough place, and that connects off then into inland England. You know, you've got plenty of people. I mean, I'm trying to think of airports near here. Any airports this way?
Teesside.
Yeah, that's not far away. So in terms of tourism, I mean, if I had the money as a railway enthusiast, I'd travel all over the world going on amazing railways like this. Nowadays, I think health and safety would have a word with the railway, wouldn't they? When you think like the cliff edge is literally there.
Well, there's erosion, isn't there? Look at that. That's erosion. Look.
Yeah, it's just falling away. You see two abutments there. That's from a bridge. That's not a viaduct then, Phil.
No, it's just a bridge. I think the shoreline 100 years ago, perhaps a little bit further, you know, it wouldn't have been an erosion. I don't know why they needed a bridge going over. Maybe it was a field in the early days. I'm not sure.
But it does look like you said there's a bit of a cutting there, which is it is rare given the fact that obviously, you know, it's completely landscaped. It's a golf course, but there is a little bit there. I bet they're stinging nettles. Here we go. It is funny, like you say, like it's a bridge to basically the edge of the cliff.
Yeah, what's going on?
But it wouldn't have always been, obviously, because there's been so much erosion. It would have been a lot further out. This could have been farmland, I guess. It's to check the map job, I think. Have a look on some of those old maps to see what they're saying. But yeah, there you go. That's just a footbridge, that, isn't it?
Yeah, but you could get a tractor over there, couldn't you? What a footbridge for what?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Stones fell off.
Yeah. The thing is that is, I mean, it's a beautiful day today, but that's the North Sea out there. Next stop, Scandinavia, and that is, when that gets choppy, that gets choppy.
That looks like it's
slightly skewed, yeah. But that's the track bed then. That's a bridge that goes to Splash. And here we go. So we can stick on the track bed for a bit, which is a bit of a nice Brucey bonus because it is all landscape there, so there's not much of it. So we're down in the cutting now. Phil's wearing shorts as well today, aren't you, Phil?
very rare occurrence.
So if I'm getting stung, Phil can't say out because we're in the same boat for once. It just seems to end quite abruptly now. Yeah, it's just basically a dumping station by the look of it. Don't think we're going to find any rails here, mate, are we?
I'm more interested in finding a non-nettled area to carry on walking.
Oh, yeah. That might not be that likely. So we've scrambled up there because through there was a former Arsenal and Crystal Palace footballer, Sanogo. Well, I'm assuming they didn't donate it for advertising purposes. So that big nettle fest, that's what we've just clambered out of. I'm hoping to get a bit of a vantage, easy for me to say, vantage point from here to look across to Sandsend. There we go. It doesn't feel like it's getting any closer. I swear those red roof houses are as far away as they were 15 minutes ago. To be fair, I've had worse walks. There's the bridge. You see that? I just asked the question as if they were going to respond.
Yeah,
I'm losing my mind, Phil. It's the sea air, and that's the track bed there, Stingfest, and just there, you might be able to just make out. Do you say Newholm Viaduct? So here are some remains. It is a bit overgrown because of the time of year, which isn't ideal, but this is the second of the 4 viaducts. This is Newholm. So it's overgrown, but there's the start of it. It's spanned across here and all the way up to there, and then basically the railway joins the road. Essentially, it shares the same path. Those blocks there, you were saying, Phil, they were there in the 1940s. You actually know what?
Well, I've seen pictures of live trains coming over and they're still there. So whether they were part of stopping some kind of movement of the stanchions, I don't know. They were something to do with strength, and that's all I can think of.
Phil's dad also mentioned something about maybe it was to prevent tanks coming up, obviously during the war. If you know the answer to that at home, please comment, because it'd be good to know, because they just kind of look dead random, but the fact that they've been there for, you know, pushing 100 years there's a reason for it. So there's those big blocks, but you can only see the top of them, so they could go miles down. And they could be something to do with, you know, stopping it falling away into the sea, as a lot of this land has. And there is the other side of the viaduct. Again, overgrown, unfortunately. But you can see that clear as day in like April, March, April. Yeah. Okay. So there's the track bed there then. Literally just sits on top of the cliff edge, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Amazing.
I wouldn't imagine a train running like nowadays. It would have to be really strengthened, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. So Sandsend Tunnel, which we're going to get to eventually, is slightly inland. But obviously this part of the track is literally just sat on the edge. Well, originally that's what they wanted to do with the whole lot. So they started to build a tunnel that basically went round the edge, and then I think quickly realised not the greatest idea.
So the road's going off to the left, where those cars are parked there.
Is that the original road?
That was the original line, and it's been altered. On this side, we were high up on the embankment where the line was, and that's why there's a viaduct there. It's actually crossing this beck that we're coming to, but it was much higher, and the road was low, and there was the other road to the left. So that's why a viaduct was required, because it was much higher here. So it couldn't drop down too much, or it would have been a difficult job to get back up again.
Of course. You see that red brick just sat there in the middle?
Yeah, but if you look above that grey cafe, you can see some brickwork where it went through them bushes.
Ah,
there's a retaining wall to the
yeah.
right,
Just
and
up
there's
there.
a pier where the deck, other side of the deck, you can just make it out, and it ran on a shelf behind that white kind of hotel type building.
Yeah, went round, and then you get to Sandsend
And you'll get
Station.
Sandsend Viaduct, which is similar to this. It just went straight over a beck, and then it carried on into Sandsend Station.
Look at that. So kids are just playing around it now, but that was once part of a viaduct. So here we go. I can see the remains of the viaduct, and I can see a station, and I can see a wagon and a carriage.
That wall going into that car park, that used to be a factory, and they've kept the outer shell of the wall. You know there.
Oh yeah.
That's a factory wall shell. They kept it just as a decorative.
What was it a factory for? Do you
I
know?
don't know if it was cotton or something. It was just some small factory was there, and they retained it as a decorative kind of a.
Got you.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. I mean, if you're stood on that platform waiting for the train, you ain't bothered if it's late, are you? Incredible. Unless it's a winter's day, and then geez Louise.
There's a bit of viaduct left over here, by the way. Pier left.
Oh yeah, these houses are nice, aren't they? They're just sitting out on the balcony, cup of coffee in the morning, watching the sun come up. Yes, please. So you can see how high the embankment was then.
Yeah, massive.
Right up there, it's huge.
Oh, there's an existing, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Over, and then you can see up there a wall, and that's the station. Mate, what a railway station. Someone living there now. Can you get up there, do you know?
Yeah, we get up there now. Path goes up there.
Oh, mate.
Well, right next. You can see platforms when you get up there.
I could live in Whitby, you know. I must have been here. I was saying to Phil, I must have been there as a kid. Like, because we went to the North Yorkshire Moors Railway when I was little. So I'm sure my mum and dad probably bought me here for an ice cream or something, but I could live here. Might try and start planting seeds. That's not going to be fun after a walk. Right, here we go. Oh, yeah. There we go, look. So there's that one.
Oh yeah, you can see them both, can't you?
Yeah. Right, let's do this. Here we go. So for some reason there's a train on the platform. I'm confused. Look at that hot tub. Wow. This is amazing. What a beautiful structure. And all the way back there to Whitby. So we're going to stomp on now to Sandsend. I always try like not to, you know, do you know what I mean, be too invasive because it's wrong, but we do get told off occasionally, don't we, Phil?
Yeah.
So now we're on the track bed. And it's a proper walkway, isn't it now, as well?
Oh, it's incorporated into the Cleveland Way.
The Cleveland Way.
So it's well maintained, yeah.
Oh, magic.
Cleveland Way goes along the clings to the coast all the way down to Scarborough, but some of the sections of the track bed are used, but mainly it's past, but on this section they've used the... Because you can't get any further near the edge, can you, really? So
no, to be fair.
Use this.
Right on the edge, yeah.
Just come down.
That's incredible. So there's Whitby. We've hugged all the way, and now we're coming up. It's a beautiful walk.
Look at that crane arm. That's at the back of the West Cliff station. That crane
yeah.
We've walked all the way from down there.
We're still on the track bed, but over there is well, you can go and get your moon boots on, like you say. It is like that, isn't it?
I'm on the butcher at that. It's weird.
So this is a spoil heap, basically from minerals.
Yeah, they've been doing some kind of extraction, haven't they? And I don't know why it's like this, but
look at that. That big crane, the big yellow crane, can you see that in the distance? That's behind the station, so that's where we've started. Beautiful. Yeah, we're not far from the tunnel mouth now. This might actually be for the tunnel, or like you said, might be for something different. There we go. Deep Grove Alum Quarry, that's
Alum,
it.
I went for. I can't call it Alumia. That's actually students, isn't it? Alumia means.
Yeah,
Deep Grove Alum. Alum. How do you pronounce that? Alum.
Oh, so it's a chemical used in the textile industry for fixing dyes. So where you were talking about that being cotton, a cotton mill down there,
I
maybe
think
that's
connected to it. Yeah.
We're nearly at the end of the line for this particular walk, and then we're going to go and get some fish and chips
Oh, stop it!
and have a beer.
It's at least an hour minimum before we even get that. So
I can still think about them though. And then what we're going to do is get up in the morning, come back and start off at the other end of the tunnel, and on then all the way to
Staithes.
Staithes. I nearly said Staines, but I'm glad I'm not walking to Staines.
Staithes Viaduct, another huge structure that's long since gone.
Is there any?
Puts them to shame, actually.
Does it really? Any remains of that?
Both one side parapet still.
One side. I'll take it.
First time we ever put a torch.
Yeah, Phil's got the torch out the bag. Here we go. Sandsend Tunnel. So Sandsend Tunnel, we're just about to go and have a look at that. That then comes out onto a little shelf and then plunges straight into Kettle Nest Tunnel. So it's basically one tunnel, isn't it, with a little sort of reprieve in the middle. And that's where we're going to start the next walk at the other end of this one. Because you can, I believe, get into this from the other end. So we'll have a look at that, but you can't from this end, unfortunately. Okay. If you want to carry on this walk, you can go up and over, but my legs are about ready.
Well, fish and chips is
Yeah,
the fair choice, isn't
it
it?
certainly is. Mushy peas.
Anything else? Sausage?
Maybe.
Well, it's like anything.
Battered sausage, bit of bread and butter. Maybe even I might even go for a pickled egg, mate.
I'd even have one of them, mate.
When by the coast. Yeah, you can't get in there, look. It's a small portal though, isn't it, in size? It kind of reminds me of some of those tramway ones. Oh my goodness me, the temperature drop. Woo!
Yeah,
That's extraordinary, not even into the tunnel.
That's been stepped up, mate. They put paint on it as well on the brickwork.
Yeah.
It's that anti-touch stuff or what it is.
That's like when they brick Gordon in.
That's freezing.
He wouldn't come out of the tunnel, would he? Yeah, you're not getting in there. You can't even get a torch in there. Didn't even need to bring it, nightmare.
Good matter. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, that's going to get you a little bit of a...
If that's new, I'm wondering if you maybe can't even get in the other end now. We'll soon find out tomorrow, won't we? Okay, to be fair, now I'm seeing your height against the tunnel, and you're a very tall man. It is actually pretty big. There we go. You can't obviously get this at home because you're probably in a warm house, but just getting close to this tunnel is suddenly freezing, which is mad because you see I'm still outside and the sun is still shining, but oh, that is freezing.
Yeah, I can get up here.
Right, here we go. Phil the mountain goat.
Yeah, this has been put on, it used to be here.
Right, if I hold this up, I'll just stand on this rock here and try and put it in. Can you shine?
Yeah, it's
Shine like a star.
But you can see. Yeah, mate.
Yeah, go on then.
And I'll then come down, I'll show the torch. Oh, it's pretty stable, that is. You go right up the top.
That sounds like famous last words, that. That'll be... Right. Let me get in there, because it's all a bit blurry. Just trying to focus, isn't it? I'm doing a really bad job of it. Oh, there we go. Oh, that is dingy and dark. Ishka pishka. Look at the floor. It's just covered in rubble and rubbish. I'm wondering if those bricks have come out the ceiling. Mind you, actually, these don't even look like it's a brick ceiling. That's actually stone.
Maybe.
Yeah. It is cold though, isn't it? It is very strange how it...
No, it's bricklayer, as far as I can see. A good job of security.
Oh, you can hear that water coming down. Jeez. Oh, take a jump down.
It's actually not condo, I think it's just a key. We used to have all the keys for that.
So, Genesis, a band.
Oh, we got in the tunnel, we're in it now.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Quite polite on to put it a bit further in.
So that's Sandsend Tunnel. That's the end of this walk. We walked from Whitby West Cliff station along what would have been an absolute scorcher of a railway line back in the day. Beautiful. And like I say, tomorrow we'll start at the other end and we'll try and get inside that if we can. So in the next video, hopefully we'll be inside that tunnel. Although it does look quite creepy. As always, thanks for watching. Appreciate that. And we'll see you next time.